Lots of early risers today. Lots of you guys. I think must have been something in the air. Hello, or Sassy. Hello, Eric. Jevia or Hevia. Half pint goose girl. Work in progress. Hello, Grumpy, Red Canary, Jack's mom, Desert Sky. How was everybody this morning? Yeah, I still love that one, Ray. Devil saw me on my knees with my head down and thought he had won until I said, Amen. Yeah, you want to have fear. You don't fear the Christian. Well, actually, how do you put that one? Yeah, the Christian on his knees is something you should fear because remember, it's in God's hands. He's praying. Hello, Arkansas Woodcutter. Hello, Pittsburgh. Hello, Arts Riddle. Whoa, now it just went screaming. Hello, Sven. No traveling today. Should go do something, but you're going to have to learn how to booger. I do it on purpose on Saturdays when I can so I can go ahead and do ads and get all those things out of the way before CBD gurus take the first 30 minutes. So I try to jump on early on Saturdays, a few minutes. Husband Bill turning big 61. Happy birthday, Bill. And we just want to make certain on your birthday that you know, Bill, that you are blessed to have her as your wife and partner. Officially got Bonnie and Clyde. Hello, B-Man, Navy vet. Good to know, I guess. I try. Don't always make it, but I try. Hello, Tim Law. I was able to pull a number of you guys out of YouTube purgatory, but not all of you. Man, is YouTube having fun with you? It's either that or we got a rogue mod. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It would tell me. Hello, Barbie. Brianna is 25 today. Happy birthday, Brianna. Now we're gonna have. I got a theory going here. Is anybody that doesn't have a name starting with a B? Moderator, Hampton. Moderator. Just reading, hanging out with Jen's guys. All right, let's do ads. Let's get it over with. Hello, Blues Dog. Snowing in Colorado. And it's Earth Day. It is April 22nd. What in the heck? Speaking of which, I have to wish a friend happy birthday while I'm thinking about it. Let's see. Oh, I know what I've got to do. First things first. The first series of arrests have been made after Iranian schoolgirls were poisoned with chemical and biological attacks. Students experience numbness, temporary paralysis, and near blackouts. Unfortunately, an attack like this could likely strike us here at home in the U.S. anytime now. That's why I highly recommend the Patriot M54 gas mask. The Patriot M54 gas mask offers ultimate respiratory and facial protection against the most commonly used chemical agents used in attacks, including tear gas, pepper spray, and other toxic gases. Get the Patriot M54 gas mask for 70% off with free rush shipping and 100% lifetime replacement guarantee included by going to getagasmask.com or just use the link in the description below. We're going to talk gold again, too, in just a moment. Let's see. Lady Laner. Hello, Lady Laner. Hi, y'all. We must be really close with USN. I went to my local Bank of America and I was cashing out a tiny amount. Teller said all they had were old bills. They had not received any crisp bills. Ooh, we got a lot to talk about in the banking front. Michelle, all right, there. You went and shattered my theory that everybody that was born today started with a B. Happy birthday. Of course, I could have broken that myself. My friend who's got a birthday today starts with an F. Fred, and it's not Fred. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Mark. Family, after 19 months, I was able to get my brakes fixed and AC repaired in my vehicle. It's been a crapshoot every time I drove anywhere. Whoa, roadworthy is good. Hello, Lori. Let's see. I hear the Boulevard 2020s are no longer in, that it is going to be 2021s. That's not at all what I'm hearing. I'm being heard that the value is being based on the 2021s and you have to do the math with the 2020s, 2019s, 18s, because they did different series of bills. But the value will be based on the 2021, and then you'll have to work your math backwards from there. Life is way better with Jesus in it. Surfer Dog. How do you put that one? Because he died. Life is worth living because he died. It's all worth getting through, suffering through, all of it because he died. Life is way better. I don't know how people without him in their life manage to survive. I don't. And that may sound, I don't know, maybe judgmental, maybe one-sided, maybe whatever, but I honestly don't. I think about it when I talk about faith or whatever, and I've got atheist friends, and they may think that I'm crazy because I believe in a God. Might as well believe in, from the tooth fairy to whatever else. But the way I look at it, my Sundays, my time with you guys, my prayer brought me great comfort in this life. Let's just say I am wrong. Still helped me be a better person. Still helped me want to be good to others. Brought me great comfort in down times. So let's just say I'm wrong. Beats the heck out of that meaningless crap they call life. I will take it any day of the week, and I am okay. But I know he's real because he was, he is, and always will be. All right. Little diversion there. It's even better because he rose and lifted us up with him. I like it. Yeah, daily word. I like being wrong. I don't mind it. I'm tired of being right here lately. Amen. See, Ray, you get it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Make it slow down, Martin. Please, Mark, give me a hint on how I should plan my 50th on May 5th. Woo-hoo-hoo. Cinco de Mayo, Martin. Mm-mm-mm. You're rolling down to partay. No, just kidding. I think you are going to have one heck of a fun birthday, personally. We'll get into it. Today's my son Matthew's 40th. Happy birthday, Matthew. Don't know if Matthew watches, listens, but happy birthday. Oh, crap. I got to start paying attention. We're going to have Matt soon. Because of that, the second largest and third largest bank runs in history happened last month, and we got another one coming this week. The government is taking steps to guarantee all deposits. That means more money printing. Thousands approach Noble Gold Investments, secure their wealth with gold. Gold's the most stable asset outside of government control. Hurry and go to noblegoldinvestments.com, markzgold.com. Bag a free 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin if you qualify. markzgold.com. Call Andy. Do something. Your time to adjust is getting limited. Let's see. What did Gail have? Whoa, slow down. Could not survive without Jesus. 73 surgeries, fourth and final bout of cancer, refused dialysis 20 years ago. Jesus has been with me through it all. Thank you, Gail. Thank you for your testimony. Yeah, I know. I guarantee you guys. Is it even worth looking at how often they demonetize us? Here. I haven't done this in a while, right? Hold on. Let me drag it. That's why I always love it when everybody tells me how much money I make doing podcasts here. Just take a look. See all these yellow ones here? This is where they demonetize. This is today's, but they'll demonetize it because I talked about Jesus and I talked about my faith. Demonetize. Every time I bring it up, we are demonetized. And you know what? Even in the persecution, we are blessed. We got this. It's the number of zeros, Wendy. There are a million different charts out there, including one on our website where you can go right here. I'm going to take down your chat, and you can go right here, currency diagrams, and you can see how many zeros were added for what year, and then you guys can do the math when we know. We don't know a value, so doing the math at this point is probably a waste of time. Wanda is 60. Whoa, I saw it, and then it was gone. Where is Wanda 63 today? All right, now I'm just waiting for Matt to see if Matt gives us a call in. I know that Lucas is dealing with the loss of a family member, so he is very busy with, that. His maternal grandmother. Oh, there we go. We have the illustrious. Oh, wait, Matt, I got to get the phone to agree with me. It's doing something funky.
Hey Mark, how you doing?
Hey, fantastic. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I just go to turn on my computer this morning. I'm not the best computer guy, trust me, and I can't even get the internet to connect. So no big deal. I'm on the phone. I can see your picture here, and I'm talking to you. So and I know
Good.
what the specials are. So we're good. I gotta.
Lucas and I keep threatening to just send you a new laptop that's already set up, so you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, I think this is the one I gotta do. I think I completely destroyed my computer now. So trust me. I got to get a new one. And I've had this one for, I don't know, man. I think about 6 years, 7 years. And I think it was about 15 years old then.
Oh,
I
geez,
bought it
yeah,
used for $100.
it's time.
So, yeah. Hey, yeah. So, hey, everybody. This is Matt with the thecbdgurus.com. And I'll just tell you right now, if you want to go in and buy there, you just go to Marcy Wholesale. And then you just put in lowercase KRAMCBD. And yeah, I don't know if Lucas is going to be joining us here because he was in line at the airport just a little bit ago talking to him. So
Um,
you
now
got to get settled down.
he did share an article with me on neuropathy and CBD, guys. For I think it was a PubMed, but I'm gonna have to get Matt talking so I can move it and post it. I forgot to. Anyways, I forgot to convert it in its form and get it over to the computer from the cell phone. So I have to work on that while Matt's talking.
Yeah, I get so used to Lucas taking over all the scientific stuff, and I was going to get up this morning, and I can still do it on my phone here, look up neuropathy and what it is. But truthfully, he's the master at that kind of thing. So I know it's got to do with nerves and stuff, right? In fact, I probably have it. I don't even know what I call half the stuff I have.
Usually,
Truthfully.
usually it comes from reduced circulation from diabetes, so nerves and tingling. You end up with a constant tingling feeling in your feet, or dead nerves where you can't feel anything. I mean, you sit there, your feet work and everything, but you like smack them and don't feel much. It's really, really weird. Like sometimes it's
Oh, okay.
painful, sometimes it's numb. It's man, I've got friends with it, and it what's the word, presents a little differently with each one of them, but there's so many similarities. But I mean, it's just literally in your extremities, your nerves are just whacked.
Yeah. I don't have that, truthfully. So yeah, I'll let him handle that stuff when he gets back or comes back on or whatever today or next whatever next week. Hey, so anyways, I think I got a good special today. So my buddy William, who runs a currency deal at the one company. I don't even want to say the word because I don't advertise for him or nothing. But anyways, I got a bunch of 5,000 dinars from him. So we'll be giving out those, excuse me, today if you get a $125 order. And I don't know, I think it's a pretty good deal because I think they're close to doing the revalue deal or whatever. Can I say that kind of thing without getting you knocked off, Mark?
Yeah, you're pretty safe on that one. Just don't talk about, uh, you know, uh, when Trump was running against Biden and how that played out. We don't talk about that one. We don't.
No, I'm not going to say anything like that. I got a pretty good idea what gets you in trouble and what doesn't. So, no, I'm not going to say nothing like that. Who needs that stuff? But, yeah. So, anyways, we just, one thing we have back in stock, we're pretty stocked up with the regular gummies. We're pretty stocked up with the sleep gummies. We got the water soluble back in stock. Um, the mushrooms are not, so I know somebody's going to probably ask that question.
May 10th,
Um,
guys. It's looking like May 10th was Lucas's update on the mushrooms. That is the
oh,
expectation based on deliveries and everything he's got going and scheduled. Just wanted to let everybody know that. All right, back to you.
yeah, yeah, perfect, yeah. But I mean, we got, I'm just watching a dog walk down the street here, and that reminds me of our pet treats and our pet oils. Man, we got really good deals on pet oils. I mean, if anybody out there's got a pet, you bought pet oils or any treats or anywhere else besides us, I mean, I know you paid at least twice what we're charging for sure. And then we get the free free currency if you get up to a certain level. I just, truthfully, I took out the other currencies this week on every like 25, 50, 75 because my warehouse guys said they needed a break mark, truthfully.
Oh, I can imagine. But hey, having the 5,000 dinar is awesome there.
You know what? I'll even spice it up a little bit today. If you put in any order, because I have those, I'll just you don't have to put anything in the notes or anything. I'll just tell them to do it there because that ain't no big deal. I'll put in 20,000 dong too. As soon as I get off the show, I'll call Scotty and then put that up too. I can do that. So any order over $25, you get 20,000 dong.
Wait, say that again. Any order over what?
$25.
$25.
Yeah, you get 20,000 dong. I'll have Scotty officially put that up when we get off the air, but I can't call him down. My communication is down to one phone, and that's it. So there we go. And you kind of miss the computer when it ain't working, but no big deal. But anyways, back to the treats for the dogs and everything. We got chicken flavor in there. We got beef flavor. I haven't heard anything. I actually haven't heard anybody call in because you always get people calling with different things, but nobody's called in yet and said their cat or dog didn't like them. Like they put it down in front of them, they walked away. It just doesn't happen. So
I was gonna say my cat walked away from the beef one, but it was all about the chicken one. But cats cats are finicky. And I've noticed that, like certain cats, they'll like maybe beef and seafood, or certain cats will like poultry. They're picky, crazy beasts. They seem to only like one or the other when it comes to chicken and beef.
You know what? You're 100% right. We used to have a cat, and I'd let it out at night between, I want to say 8 o'clock and 10, and then I'd let the cat in the morning at about usually between 6 and 8. And I couldn't figure out what kind of food to give her for years, I thought, oh, my God, she's going to starve herself, even though she's, kind of chubby and stuff. But then she was eating animals outside. It's like like a lion or something. You know what I mean, Mark? So I, in her 14 years, I fed her, we always laugh about this, no more than probably 3 to 5 pounds of food, That was it, man. She was out there eating birds and mice, a lot of mice, I'm guessing, just a ton of mice. I did see her grabbing birds now and then.
Yeah.
And who knows? I don't know if they go after squirrels. I don't think so. I think the squirrels would be a pretty tough fight for a cat. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
I've had some cats that would bring a squirrel or a chipmunk. They took their hunting seriously. And drop birds and squirrels and chipmunks at your steps to show you that they're earning their keep. And then I've had cats where the house mice could literally cuddle up with them in front of the television and they wouldn't care.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. We got, it's not our pet cat, but we do got one that wanders through our yard at least every other day. And it doesn't seem to, it just walks by the squirrels. I think it's kind of a wild one or so. I don't know what. We live by kind of a swamp too. So it's, I don't think it's a pet of anybody. It just wanders around, and there's a lot of mice around here, I'm guessing. So, anyway,
all right.
It is kind of funny. But what were you saying, Mark?
I love this one. So they want to know if you've tried the pet treats. I mean, is the flavor good?
Yeah, I did take a little bite, and I yeah, it was all right. I mean, it's fine. It's not. I mean, if you had like a chili deal, and in fact, I was talking to a guy about his chili fest he's going to have today at his house with him and his family, and yeah, you could probably drop a whole, a bunch in there, and nobody'd ever know. They probably wouldn't even hurt them, truthfully. So yeah, but it would be expensive more than beef, but if you were running short and you had a couple packs and you were doing the chili deal and you ran out of something to put in there, just plop it in, nobody will know. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. But if you do the beef flavored ones, don't do you can have chicken chili, I guess. Yeah, for sure. But anyways, yeah, that one. We got the lotions in there, everybody. We got the oils still. We got all the oils we used to We used to sell a lot more oils than we used to, except for the Miracle Gold, because everybody went to Miracle Gold, Mark. And a
Right.
lot of people buy the immunity oil. And man, it's I was talking to another guy with another company yesterday, and we were talking about the CBGA and the CBDA, you know. And man, it's just he was talking how God, everybody should be using it. And I said, yeah, they really should be. I try to push it all the time, you know. And he says the same thing as me. He goes, man, and he's a farmer. He grows the stuff. He says, man, I haven't been sick in over a year taking that stuff. And I said, no, me neither. You know, but you know, but that was everybody, the CBGA and the CBDA. That was
Right.
done on a study at Oregon State University by the head of the pharmaceutical sciences, not the guy in the corner, the guy who runs the university there. So you can go on, in fact, you can go on YouTube and see that if you want. He tells you all about it. But that was a pretty good little study there on, you know, what's floating around out there to help you out with it.
No, it's a great one. Now,
I just don't want to say too much on there, Mark.
no. Yeah, no, I get it. Especially because of what it is so effective against, or what the research shows it's so effective against. Now, before I forget it, guys, if you reached out to Evan a few weeks ago, you haven't heard back, reach out to him again. Especially if you are reaching out to him on a Saturday. He gets shellacked on Saturdays with questions and texts. Maybe wait until first of the week to ask him questions, but don't hesitate. And I'm going to read that one. You can text Evan, call or text. Text first probably works better. 612-816-3172. 612-816-3172. We should have made Evan come on and join us this morning.
You know what? I think that was on my agenda, but then I'm trying to get my computer going. I'm calling my guy Scotty, and he's going, man, you got to get in the internet and hit that deal there. And I'm just going, I can't even find it, man. It disappeared or something there. So, but yeah, I think I was going to call Evan and have him come on with us, but you know, we'll get him next time for sure. You know, but if you want to talk to him, if you've never ordered and you want to call him, and then even if you got another health question, that guy, he's a wealth of information. You know, he ran a nutrition store for, I think, 12 years, you know, more than that maybe. And then he didn't know much about the CBD when we connected. I think it was 4 years ago, but now he knows quite a bit. I mean, he learned a lot. And yeah, he's handled more CBD questions, you know, like Lucas for health than I think anybody. I'll bet it's anybody, truthfully, because I mean, he stood there in a store when people walked in. They asked him question after question after question, and then he'd ask me and call me and say, "What does it do?" And if I didn't have the answer, I'd call Lucas, and then Lucas would call him. I would call him, and so yeah, he learned quite a bit. He's pretty good guy too, and he's, you know, he just doesn't say stuff to sell it to you. He just says stuff that's going to be good for you, truthfully. And,
yeah, somebody just asking what's good for fibromyalgia. I think it was Lucas. I think we talked about that one just this Thursday night on Whiskey and Wisdom. But Michael, I would not hesitate to text Evan and ask him those questions, because Evan not only knows CBD, he also knows all the nutritionals, which means he's going to give you other advice on things that work or things you should take with it, even if they don't have the product.
Yeah, in fact, a long time ago, I walked into a store, this before I even knew about CBD, and I'd buy vitamins from him. So, yeah, he's a good guy. He knows about a lot of that stuff: recovery, working out, doing, just getting well. Yeah, I was just gonna say something. I probably would have got you in a little trouble. I caught myself. I was gonna say something, Mark, about a controversial subject there, and I thought,
no.
No, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, if you've never used the CBD and there's new people out there, what it does is it's called cannabinoids, and the cannabinoids, you know, you have the THCs in them, and there's different ones. I think we're up to about 130 different ones in the hemp plant, and it's the same product as or the same components that are in the cannabis plant, but they're two different things. I think to distinguish between the two of them, I don't think there's any difference. Is there, Mark? I just think they're different. I don't know, man. I don't think there's any. I think it's the same cannabinoids, the THCs and everything else.
Between what?
But anyway, between the hemp plant and the cannabis plant.
Oh yeah, it's just different concentrations, and it's crazy because they'll take the hemp plant to make CBD. How do I put this one? They will refine, a ton of hemp to come up with the same cannabinoids that they would get from, tenth of that or less of cannabis, but to get around the laws and to make everything kosher with the government. It's crazy what they have to do just to make the government happy when you end up with the same thing. It's just nuts. Our government is nuts.
Yeah, and it's an interesting thing because the way they wrote the law, it's really hands off on the hemp. It's like the hemp can do whatever it wants, and the states and the cannabis, honest to God, they sit there and think about it. They can't even figure out what the difference is. So it kind of makes it so it's going to stay legal, Otherwise, I think if they were to change that farm bill law, doesn't that, you know about what this more than me, Mark, but doesn't that have to go back to the states and get ratified then or something? Or
I think each state has to ratify their own version thereof. There's like a federal guideline, and they all have their specifics. Somebody's saying the code, it's lowercase. That first K has to be low. It's all lowercase for the passcode to get into the wholesale section. There's no other codes once you're in the wholesale section. Nothing else to put in, but it is all lowercase, KRAM CBD. That's just marked backwards with CBD at the end. Oh, wait a minute. Delta gummies still show out of stock. Let me check that myself. And somebody had asked what they have for pets. They have a whole section here in the wholesale section called Pet CBD. You can click on it and see what they have specifically for pets. All right. Somebody is saying some of the Delta gummies still out. Let's see if I can find them.
No. I think they're on the wrong site. I mean, they're on the special right now, so no, they're in stock. We got 10 milligram ones. We got 25 milligram ones for sure. Yeah, they should be in stock.
Yeah, they're showing in stock. All right. I just checked.
Yeah. But anyway, so people out there, if they wonder what CBD and THC does, it interacts with your endocannabinoid system. And it heals, and you think, well, doesn't everything interact with it and heal? No, it doesn't at all. You got to have the cannabinoids that interact with it, and it takes away the inflammation, it takes away the pain, it starts healing at the same time. The pain is a huge thing, if you're feeling pain or whatever it is, and you take certain things, and it's the more you take, the more you experiment with it, the more you know that it takes care of certain things. Like, there's days where I'll take, like yesterday, truthfully, I took, two of the 1 milligram THC ones that called Matt's Favorite. Those, by the way, are 50 of them in a container. And, man, that was perfect. I got my work done, felt a little bit more relaxed instead of taking a 5 milligram one. If I would have took a 5 milligram one, I probably wouldn't have got near as much work done, truthfully.
You'd have been too relaxed.
Yeah, I took a one, and then a couple hours later, I took another one. Yeah, I was working all day. It was great.
I love this. Noreen says, hello, my name is Noreen, and I'm addicted to the CBD gurus.
Well, you know what? That's another thing there. You can be addicted to us just like, you're addicted to love or a hug or whatever, but addicting, stuff doesn't addict you at all. You can, if you don't take it, it's not like you're going to go into like shakes or anything, if you didn't take it for sure. You know what I mean, Mark? It's just good for you. I don't see any downfall with it at all. And some of the gummies for sure, don't take them and, go out there and plow the field or drive to,
oh, no.
Hell no, or you got to take them. But I prefer it 100% instead of, at my age, for having a beer or too many drinks. We'll put it that way. I could still have a drink or a beer, but I'd rather, if I was going to get a little more for sleeping, or even maybe maybe a little evening buzz. Truthfully, I'm not going to lie to you. I would take for sure a 5 milligram gummy because I'm going to fall asleep. or a 25 milligram Delta-8, and I'm going to wake up the next day, and for me, I'm going to feel like $1 million. You know, there's no doubt about it. I've never woke up once on that stuff, and that felt just perfect, you know. And one time, actually 2 times, I took a little bit too much Delta-8, you know, a little groggy in the morning, but I actually solved that right away with a cup of coffee. So
I was gonna say, yeah, that happened to me when the first time you had some of the when you were doing the 50 milligram Delta-8s, and I didn't know, and I thought it was a 25. I was like, whoa.
Oh, hey, how about grandma at one time?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and so that's why it's always good if you're starting out to maybe start with a half of one, or you know, not the regular gummies or the sleep gummies. They're no big deal, but the THC ones always start with the smaller dose for sure, because your body's got to get used to it. And everybody's different, you know. And I think it's more the brain size, not like taking alcohol where it's more your body weight. I think on THC and stuff, it's more how big your brain is or something like that. I was reading. But yeah, so everybody, if you're wondering how to order, you go to the CBD Gurus, because I'm not looking at the computer, Mark. I'm sorry.
No. You are just fine.
Okay, thecbdgurus.com. You go to Marksy Wholesale, and you put in lowercase KRAM CBD, and every product you still buy in here, you know, it qualifies you. We set aside 250. I was going to say million Boulevard, but 1,000 Boulevard. And there's literally people in your audience, Mark, over the last year, but over, I think, like 100 products at least, you know, soaps and this and that and everything else, maybe more. I don't know. You know, there's some people that, I don't know. I was asking a few people, what do you do with all that stuff? And they go, oh, we get it out to a lot of friends and this and that. And I'm going, well, that's pretty nice, you know. And everybody's different. But so, yeah, we got people in there that got 25 million Boulevard set aside for them, you know. So when it comes to making the humanitarian resort, you know, I mean, I can't even, what is it? The humanitarian resort project. Yeah, there, I got it right. I can never get it right, Mark. I mean, good Lord, they'll have enough spaces for them and every relative, you know, going probably 3 generations away, you know, to come to the resort with them. But you know, just so it revalues at a good amount, you know, and then truthfully, people ask me, what's the Boulevard going to revalue? I said, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to revalue at. You know, I just know that their country's a valuable country, you know. And, oh, God, am I getting into the weeds, Mark?
No. No, but we do need to start wrapping up soon so we can get on to news.
Yeah.
But guys, if you've got questions, I saw somebody asking for lungs. One of the easiest ways to answer your questions is to go to like YouTube and put in CBD for COPD, CBD for fibromyalgia. You will end up getting lots of doctors, lots of studies, and then do not hesitate to go ask Evan. We're a little bit, how do I put this, challenge today because we don't have our scientific guru Lucas with us.
Yeah, well, you know what, though? I think I've learned a lot from Lucas. I could answer any question except for the neuropathy one. No, I'm just kidding. But hey, everybody, so if you get a one total order today, you get the 5,000 dinar, and if you get, I'm gonna Scotty change it right away. Anything $25 and over, I'll give you 20,000 dong. So, you know, if you just want to get some soaps or pet treats or whatever you want to do, bath bombs. I'll tell you what, we got bath bombs are dynamite. You know, and you know, you're sitting out there on a warm day in the hot tub with your friends, or hopefully you got some friends and not by yourself. But even if you were by yourself, throw it in. I don't know if you should put it in the hot tub though, Mark, because you might take the jets. So I didn't say that. They better not do that one. Check with your manual on your hot tub. I know everybody's got it sitting right next to it, right? I don't even have a hot tub. So
yeah, I was going to say, well, you know, you need to put a little short one in a bird bath out there for the squirrels.
Oh my God! Yeah, you know what? I don't think they would die. But
oh no, yeah, no.
What's that? No,
I'm just laughing at
don't
the
put it
thought
out
of
there
the.
for the wildlife. It'll kill them off. I think. Yeah, we don't want that for sure.
I'm just picturing the little squirrels out there in a little wooden hot tub, sitting around talking, sharing maybe an acorn or two, and then the little bathrobe they'd have to wear when they got out.
You know what I think I'm gonna make a channel, and I'll set up the video somehow. We'll call it Squirrels in the Hot Tub. And yeah, I'll put a little hot tub out there for them. That's what I'll do.
I love it.
They'll hang around it. Every once in a while, the cat will walk by, and they'll have their little arms hanging up on there, and they'll look towards the cat. And, hey, how you doing?
What's up?
Good, man.
All right, we got to squeeze in one last question on you, Matt. Pajamas. What's going to happen when they're finally in? Are we going to order them through you? Are they going to be, hey, you order over a certain amount and you get a free pair of PJ pants? You know, how are you going to handle that one? Then I've got to get on with the news.
Okay. It's going to be over a certain amount. And then from that point forward, you'll be either order them through Mark or us or however, Mark decides he wants to do it. And you'll have an endless supply of them for a long time. But the initial burst will be a really cool deal. And I don't know, maybe we can have Mark autograph certain areas of the pants or no, I'm just kidding, Mark, but his face is going to be on at least in 15 different spots. So it's going to be dynamite. And yeah, they're working on them. So.
All right.
I was talking to the owner yesterday. It's probably the most exciting project they've ever had. It is. They like it. They think it's cool. So
it's awesome.
It really is. Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot, everybody. It's thecbdgurus.com and go to Mark C Wholesale, put in lowercase KRAM CBD. We got the 5,000 dinar at 125 today. And yeah. So you buy that, you get that, and probably in about a week or two, you cash it in.
Awesome.
Hopefully it works. They got CBD for life. Hey, thanks, Mark. Take care.
You too, Matt. All right, guys, that was the illustrious CBD guru, Matt. Oh, God, some of these. I had somebody ask about heart health, and this is one, man, I cannot say enough. I'm going to drop a link here. I cannot say enough. Somebody asked about blood pressure, whatever. There are some studies that show CBD helps with hypertension because it really is your nerves. But overall heart health, I mean, go to healthguardian.com, look for Cardio for Life, the powder. I like the berry. The peach is pretty good too. These are my favorites, but when I started using that, my blood pressure was too high. My cholesterol was whacked. Doctor wanted me to come in, do every couple of months and do blood work and stuff. So the next time I came back, I had started about 3 weeks earlier on Cardio for Life. So they did the labs, and then I get a call from the doctor's office. They're like, hey, I think we got your blood mixed up. Everything is like perfect. This can't be you. Can you come back in so we can test you again? And then they did it again, and bam, it was still perfect. It was amazing what that product did for me. I am beyond Chicago Mama saying as well, Cardio for Life's helped me too. Just amazing. So if you got heart health, don't even hesitate. There is the link. If you want me to get credit, doesn't matter to me. I just want you guys to be healthy. Doesn't change the price. All right, let's get to it. It's the only time hubby will sleep with Mark Z. You're both getting it, Debbie. That is too funny. Put it on the Christmas card. All right, guys. A lot of you folks, I keep dropping that one in. Hopefully you are seeing it. Hopefully you are seeing that link. Whoa, it's going too quickly. I'll leave it up for a minute because we need to get into the intel, guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to bounce back here. I'm going to take that one down so we can, and we do. Some interesting things going on in Iraq right now. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to show you this hat thing first. Iraq, traders complained about poor turnout despite Al-Fitr, their holiday. Usually this they would take to, but towards the end of their Ramadan, people started cutting back on spending their dinar. Of course, they're saying, hey, people are just too poor. They don't have it to spend because of rising costs. I think there's something much bigger than this going on. especially based on the news from the street. Spoke with a couple of Iraqi contacts in the last 2 days that are on the ground in the country, and they're saying that the exchange rate, while officially at the CBI is around 1,300, $1 buys about 1,300 dinar. On the street, people are refusing to let it go for anything less than about 1,100 or 1,000, meaning that the dinar is stronger than it is posted right now. The chatter remains just amazing on the street there as they are anticipating that change. So they don't want to give up their dinar. They would rather not go spend it frivolously right now so they have more when it appears things are ready. So the US dollar is losing quickly its shine for trade there, which is an enormous occurrence. And we continue to get good news. Still very quiet. No update from the redemption side of it, guys. They're just, it's an on-call. We'll see if anything happens or not. Bond folks anticipating funds nearly universally now on Tuesday is what I'm being told. Yeah, I think that's about it. Everything remains to be very, very, very positive, especially out of Iraq proper. Now, we got a whole lot to go over real quickly as to why I think they are scrambling so hard in Iraq. So let's dive into it. I'm going to take down that news banner, though, guys. Just follow with me. This way I'll be able to see what you all say. Carol, I'm glad somebody else gets how exciting that news is. It shows anticipation by the citizens. It shows not only anticipation, it shows dedication. It shows that they are literally preparing for it. Yeah, I think that is, people should be ecstatic about that news. All right. First Republic Bank future growth. And it is interesting. Liz, I think you sent me this particular link, but I've gotten this from a number of banking contacts that they are expecting the next collapsing bank this week, possibly Monday, Tuesday, to be First Republic. The Bank of Future Growth. More banks are looking in rough shape, and we're going to follow that one. U.S. bank deposits resume outflows, led by large institutions, and small bank loan growth slumped. They have tightened. People are taking money out at a record rate. But now Warren Buffett is upping the ante, and this one statement from Warren Buffett should have sent every smart investor running for the hills, buying every bit of metal that is still left out there. This should have done it, but it didn't. And I'm curious as to, are people just completely out to lunch? Now watch this, guys. So Warren Buffett bets $1 million bank bet. He creates a $1 million bank bet. He was talking interview on CNBC during a trip to Japan. He said, look, Buffett's bet is open to anyone willing to put $1 million on the line with the proceeds going to charity. So what he is saying is Warren Buffett has made a $1 million bet that no depositor will lose money from a bank failure in the United States over the next year. Why should that have put the markets into a tailspin? I want you to think about that. Warren Buffett was called in when Silicon Valley crashed and Signature Bank crashed. The second and third largest bank in the country. Second and third largest bank collapse in the history of the U.S. Yes. All right. Let me get that one right. It wasn't the second and third largest bank. It was the second and third largest bank collapse last month. So they had an emergency powwow. Yellen, Powell, you name it. They are calling on Warren Buffett going, oh, crap, what can we do? So they consult with him. Then Warren Buffett has emergency meetings at his home in Nebraska. And some of the biggest gurus in banking come rushing to his house for meetings for a few days, flying in, flying out. I'm talking like some biggest money movers and makers in the country. Now he makes a statement like this. To me, he seems very confident that the Federal Reserve will print any money it takes to keep the banks from running. That should scare people because that will put inflation through a hyper level and bring on the complete demise of the current fiat system. Maybe that's a good thing because we're pretty well prepared for it. But this news alone should have sent the markets skittering for safety in any way they could go, because he's on the inside. This is somebody with insider knowledge, massive insider knowledge, betting that. I mean, of course, $1 million to him would be like, me betting $5 over the next Duke Carolina game. While I wouldn't want to lose for my pride, it's not enough money to keep me from eating a meal. So exactly, print more fake money or create fake gold. It's all fake. It is all fake right now. Our monetary system is hardly fake. Use that fake money while you can. You want to talk about nails in the coffin? Check this one out. Will Canada and Mexico join BRICS to eliminate U.S. dollar dominance? Of course, I would be surprised on the Canada side, because Trudeau and Joe, I think, sit in the same hot tub and look longingly in each other's eyes. But Mexico makes perfect sense. But think about this one. We are now getting those rumblings that our closest, some of our absolute closest allies are dumping the dollar and running from France. Gross. See, what time was that statement made? That's a good question. The story was released yesterday, so my guess is before the markets closed yesterday, Charlie, but it should. I mean, every market maker out there should have been running, and perhaps that's why I am hearing from the banking side that we are going to see that collapse of First Republic Bank in the next 1 to 2 business days. Something to watch, guys. Of course, there we go. Are they going to join? This is one I shared earlier this week from Alistair McLeod. How quickly will the dollar collapse? And he goes into it. And after the news and the banking news, Warren Buffett's comments, I thought it would be a good idea to post this link again for folks. You need to read it. South Africa's dismal savings rate. Why did I bring this one up? Out of all the African countries, it appears the saving rate in South Africa is a bit of a mess right now. But this is key. This is part of the reason why we need asset-backed monetary system, because it taxes the poor. Inflation and fiat taxes the poor. It funnels more of it to the top. It is the perfect example of an extreme Ponzi scheme, as it all flows to the top, so there's nothing left at the bottom. And you look at these people around the world, guys, cannot weather this storm. We are in, those of us here in the U.S. and the westernized worlds, the nations, we're in the safest, prettiest places in the world, and we're suffering. Many in our community are homeless, can't pay bills around the world, especially here in the U.S. as well. But we are sitting in a far exponentially better place than these countries, and there's no savings. There is no buffer. Why I bring this up, it's a torch and pitchfork moment in the making. I did enjoy this one. Just someone finally thinking. In-depth reshoring the U.S. industry from China requires defense-driven innovation, economist says. I agree with them. A hard push towards technology for defense would indeed boost the economy long term. We learned a lot, but so would a great space race. We look at any time that we have grand vision, or our leaders have grand vision to do something that is technologically difficult or challenging. All of science improves, all of technology improves. They're just going through some ideas. I have my own ideas rather than put it all into the defense industry, but that could certainly be part of it. I just thought it was interesting. People are finally starting to say, hey, we don't have to accept that we're in decline. We don't have to accept that our best days are behind us. That depends on us. If we tuck our head, tuck our tail, bow our head, and accept that our best days are behind us, then yeah, our best days are behind us and we don't have anything to look forward to. But that is totally how we handle things. Our best days should be ahead, not behind. And if you think your best days are behind, probably should, well, no, I shouldn't say that, because people are going to say I'm driving you to suicide. But I don't understand. Something I don't understand. This should have also shocked the world. Chile to nationalize its lithium industry. Chile has enormous mining, metals, etc. industry. Mexico talking about the same thing with lithium. How many countries in the past few weeks or months have talked about nationalizing different metallurgical or natural resources. It's almost like we are on the footstep of an authoritarian hell. Although I could argue that most natural resources like that should be nationalized, but that's another debate for another day, because of the rise of the corpocracy. Yeah, get out of the people's way. God is a creator. He made us in his image, which means we too are creators. Bureaucrats always get in the way. Cut government, let us go. Eric, I could not agree with you more. All right, keep running. Feds, oh man, let's talk about the last couple of days. This has been awesome to watch, and it is gaining traction quickly on the Hunter Biden on multiple fronts. Feds are now eyeing multiple felony charges against Hunter Biden. IRS whistleblower story is growing legs about how Merrick Garland was leaning on him to change it. Also gaining legs. Blinken busted played central role in discrediting Hunter Biden laptop story as the election loomed. Because here, he tells us in a major development in the House ongoing probe of the deep state's October 2020 effort to suppress revelations from Hunter Biden's laptop from hell, a former senior CIA official has testified that he organized an influential letter from former intel officials to help Joe Biden win the election and was inspired to do so by a call from current Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, who was then a top Biden official. Now, why did he do it? Why did he do it? He told us why he did it. Because he didn't want Trump to win. He purposely did it because he didn't want Trump to win. Yeah, guilty, nah, right? Navy D. This one is it's going to be an interesting week. Now, here's a great one from Real Clear Investigations. If you guys don't follow them, Real Clear Investigations is about as agnostic as they get, similar to WikiLeaks. They're just going to tell you what they think to be the truth. They're going to do some really hard diving investigations. And you may like it, you may not, depending on your political spectrum on that particular topic. But they really don't care if you're left or right. They try to find the truth. I've always been a fan of this organization. Privileged enough to know one of the writers in New York City, right? Anyways, let's just get to it. So what's happening is where did all the illegal immigrants go? Hard-up sanctuary cities are only part of the answer. They have been dispersed throughout the country, and I want to use a great example here of Colorado. Let me see if I can find this number, because I want to highlight this, because I think this is very important. Denver. Let's come over to Denver. Now, Denver plans to spend $20 million in the first 6 months of this year to provide housing to migrants. Officials say this works out between $800 and $1,000 per week per person. I want you to think about this is just housing. They also have food options, EBT, phone, you name it, health, a lot of these other things. But right here, $800 to $1,000 per week for these folks. And while I do, my heart breaks for humanity, but we're not taking care of our own. If you're disabled in the U.S., you make $800-900 a month from your government per month. If you're an illegal immigrant that's capable of work, you get 4 times that amount. That's just housing. That doesn't count anything else. Is there any way to wrap your mind around the poop sandwich that they are feeding us right now? And they've got to be doing it on purpose. They want people to rise up. They are desperate for people to rise up, and we can't take the bait. We have to operate outside their system, take care of each other, grow our own food, let that homeless friend maybe borrow a bedroom, a shed, or whatever. Do what you can to keep government out of our lives. In the immortal words of Ronald Reagan, definition of fear is truly being in need and somebody from the government coming to say, I'm here to help. More than 60 California liberal groups call on Feinstein to resign. Now you're like, why did I even bring this one up? This is the left right now. This is also the rhinos right now. It is not only the left. It is, what have you done for me lately? Feinstein, if you're a liberal, she has had a storied career for them on the left. But now you have more than 60 California liberal groups, not counting all the politicians in D.C. on the left that are calling for her to resign because they don't have her there to vote. So they can't make a lot of Senate appointments. So they want her gone. No matter that she's, the longest serving, old, been there for them, a stalwarts. What have you done for me lately? The globalists, the uniparty system have become the ultimate narcissist. It is all me, me, me. What have you done for me, me, me lately? And now they're throwing her right under the bus. And I'm not a fan of Dianne Feinstein in any way, especially when I look at her voting record. But shouldn't there be some, hey, they were there for me, similar to, the MAGA party, hey, Trump, he was there for me, or whoever was there for me, and they continue to defend them even when they're not perfect. And they know they're not perfect, but not on the left and not in the uniparty. If the defense industry thinks that Mitch isn't holding up his end, they're going to get rid of him. The Lindsey Grahams will all try to pull them down because they have to push forward their agendas. What have you done for me lately? And this is a great example of just that. What have you done for me lately? Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer is under investigation for CCP Taliban business deals, specifically bringing one funded by them to do a battery factory. And here are the folks talking about it. Man, you should hear this lady talking about what they have done and how they have sold them out. It's a developing story. It's going to make it very interesting news week this week. Louisville Shooter's manifesto details his intent to push gun control. They have done their best to bury this story. We cannot let them bury this story. He literally did a mass shooting because he wants more gun control. We've now seen 2 or 3 of those shootings because they want more gun control. So they go and they do their best to legally buy, so they can point out that you just got to get rid of them all, or they're going to keep shooting people up. I mean, think about this. They're creating their own narrative. Me personally, I think one of the most dangerous things in presently in American society is a radicalized left. It seems to be far more dangerous than a radicalized right now. And both to me, radicalized extremes are dangerous, period. But this, man, take time to read it and think about the implications. I think we got, one left on in-depth controversial mRNA technology now targeting livestock. Epic Times did a good dive on just where we're at, who's fighting back, which states have passed legislation not to allow it, which ones seem to be okay with it. I just wanted to include it. If I talk about it too much, we'll be gone. All right, what are you guys doing? Oh, God, yes. Thank you, Kukla, for putting that. Guys, please do not forget. We really want to get this out, ideally over the next week or so. If you have a few minutes this weekend, record on your phone a little video. Just say, hi, I'm MAGA. If you're volunteering at a food pantry, if you are volunteering at your church, if you're a dentist, if you have one of those customers or patients in your practice that is also MAGA, that'd be a great time to do a little film. You're a nurse, you're a home caregiver, whatever it is. We want to change this narrative. We don't want it full of hate. We want to show that we are the everyday people that bring you your goods, that feed you, that take care of you. And we're part of society. We have to stop the gaslighting. Let's see. Moringa 1. It's good to see you, Moringa. Did you hear about the NATO military base that was 400 feet underground in Ukraine got blown up, destroyed yesterday or 2? I've not seen that one, but man, is the whole thing imploding. The whole narrative is imploding. Charlie, it has been the seed demand. I don't know how poor Kukla is holding up. Just, wow, just inundated. Hey, New Envies, you were one of the ones that I finally dug out. You were in purgatory. You may not even have known you were in YouTube purgatory. So many. I managed to pull out so many this morning, but there are so many more that just aren't in there yet. So I have to keep checking to see when YouTube messes up and I can see them. Beachwalker 2, happy birthday. Wanda, Michelle, Bill, Brianna, Matthew, Amber, lots of birthdays today. So, yeah, man, I swear I spent more time getting you out of purgatory. Seawolf, good. Arnold, it is good to see you. Yeah, the news, if you missed it, is basically just very, very much more positive news coming out of Iraq proper. Exchange rates, people there are refusing to give up their NAR or even to spend them, as they are hoarding them right now. The dollar is losing its shine in the Iraqi markets over the last few days, especially. Official rate's 13. $1 will buy you 1,300, but if you go try to spend it, it's going to be somewhere. $1 is only going to buy you 1,000 or 1,100 dinar right now on the streets. Ronald, my wife and son's birthday is May 5th. Well, let's get something going by May 5th. I'll be surprised if we're not exchanging by May 5th. Be very surprised. Arnold, you're welcome. Ron, Ron Hubbard. I always enjoyed reading Ron Hubbard stuff. So every time I see your icon and your name, that's immediately where my brain goes. Was Iraq delayed on purpose, Jamie? No, I think that's everybody trying to come up with an excuse as to why they weren't right. We don't know the timing of this. I mean, we simply don't know. We're guessing, and I'm an optimist. So, if I'm guessing and I guess a week ahead or 2 weeks, whatever it is, I'm an optimist. It's me, because none of us know the exact timing. Straight up, at this point, I've come to the conclusion that when we do that, or you hear that, oh, it was delayed because of this, that it is simply just people trying to cover the fact that they were wrong instead of just saying, hey, I was wrong. I find it easier just to admit when I'm wrong. And man, have I been wrong on timing. But boy, do I feel good about where we're headed, because they don't have the choice. People in these countries will not be able to eat, even though they have tremendous amounts of commodities, unless they change their monetary system. And Iraq's feeling the pressure. Zimbabwe already caved to it and went to a hybrid gold-backed system. Venezuela doing the same. Russia already did it. China already did it with their gold-backed Petro One, and now they're looking to increase that. All the BRICS countries are looking to go commodity-backed. This is, I always tell you guys that history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. Well, here lately, it has started to just repeat. Much stronger than just a rhyme. Chris, I got to exchange Monday or Tuesday. Hopefully you guys will get that. So if you don't know, I will be, and I had somebody post that earlier, and I forgot to mention it. LKB said, hey, rumors are you're going to be in Bowie. I will be in Bowie, Texas next week, Friday, Saturday. I leave Sunday about lunch or so. The event dates are April 29th and 30th. I will be there. I think they are scheduling stuff on Friday the 28th as well. Certainly hope so, because I'm going to be there. If not, we'll take over a lobby at a hotel or something. I will drop the link over here. It's going to be in your chat. All right, see some folks driving. Paul, good morning. Let's see. Original Mark Z, strong recommendation. They call me Extreme MAGA, otherwise liberals will not watch it. Change the name to, I kind of like that one. Well, when the video goes, we will be very, very, very picky about how we title them so that it gets more views. Repeat city. Bowie, Texas. Excuse me, guys that are in Bowie. I'm totally screwing up your pronunciation. Bowie, Texas. Bowie. I believe what that makes it, north of Dallas. Oh, wait. Wyoming Patriot Lady, my husband. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Wyoming Patriot Patty. Janet, just remember there's 2 ounces of silver in every new TV. It hits the skidders, man. There's going to be a lot of people melting down televisions and electronics. They can fix this. Let's see. Bowie is northwest of Fort Worth. Okay. I won't have any T-shirts there to sell, LKB. Really should, I guess, start doing that. I don't know. I've just never been much of a merchandiser. See, lady pointed it out too. Bowie, exactly. It's Bowie, Texas. I always call it Bowie because that's how it looks to me, Bow, but Bowie. Respect to Jim Bowie. There you go. I got to get it right because it is somebody's name. It's time to manifest. Guys, think about it. Think about what you're going to do when this is done. Really, really use your imagination. Uh, we got to bring things to manifestation. It's think of it like prayer. Prayer works. Imagine it, what it's going to be like in this new world when things are sane, when we have enough money to help those in need. Think about it. Let's see, my 62nd birthday is a week from today, working Monday through Saturday, so don't know which live I'll catch. Annie, we'll give you a pre-birthday wish, and hopefully we'll be able to get you live, or hopefully you'll have already had your appointment. Tesla is a new investment. There's 11 pounds of silver in it. I love that one, silver. Gail, found your house. Yeah, guys, I suggest you start looking for property and things. Think about what you want to do with it. It will help you envision it. But that's it, guys. I need to call it a day. Mark, my wife was wondering if you were going to make a mattress. Sleeping with Marty, not sure if I should. Robert, I tell you what, why don't you come on board, help me with the company, and we'll do one, right? Dream big. With God, all things are possible. Amen. If you would market your gold shorts, you would get more liberal. No, devil dog, no. Oh, it's oh wait, I played golf with a guy yesterday. He told me that he was proud that he was 2 lollipops with 2 boosters and he was still alive. Probably lucky too. Happy Horrible, way ahead of you. I have my eyes on multiple lots. Love it, guys. All right. Like a Bowie knife. All right, Harold, that kind of makes sense. Speaking of which, Harold, how are you feeling? I know you did the X-rays. We had a number of people asking for updates when you were at the VA, and I know it was, guys. If you want the update, and he can probably type more. It wasn't a fracture, but it was a deep tissue damage. They did X-ray first, I guess it was, and then they did the MRI. So he is in a lot of pain. Just curious how that is healing. Diane, it's very possible. I am still hearing that they're planning on all the currencies, not the dinar solo. I hope so and pray that is accurate. Greg, I'm with you. Although one of my favorite little airstrips is on 15 acres and they got hangars. It's how is it? It's 2,400 feet. So, you don't even need hundreds of acres unless you're in the mountains. But I'm with you on that one. Wow, Tracy, check this out. Went to Jefferson Financial Credit Union to close my saving account. Only had 190 bucks in there. They gave me a check and I said I wanted to cash it. They said, can't cash it. You're not a customer, right? Yeah. Or they just didn't have the cash. That's crazy. Happy birthday to Think Agape Love son, Chris. All right, be blessed, guys. I can't wait when this thing is over to see all the pictures of you guys' farms, houses, all those what you're doing to live. I'm so excited about where we're headed in life. Let's see. I am going to meet Charlie in Bowie, but hey, look, I'll run with however they call it. See you guys. If there's any big news over the weekend, I'll do another podcast. If not, I will be here Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh, wait, I haven't done birthday song yet. All right, guys, if you don't want to hear it, here's your chance to turn off your speakers or to go ahead and call it a day. I'm not going to share anything more after I finish singing to all these wonderful birthday people. So they tell me it's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, darling. May you live, may you love, may all your dreams come true. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Hockey Whiz. I certainly will. All right. See you guys in a day or two.